Hi, folks. This is Ben Blanquera with Tech Life Columbus, and as many have seen in the last couple of years, fintech is exploding here in Central Ohio. Today, we have one of those great fintech companies uh, here with us today. We've got Steve Lekas. He is the co-founder and CEO of Branch Insurance. Hey, Steve, how are you?
Hey, Ben. Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Good morning. Thanks for being here. For our viewers who don't know a little bit about Branch, insurance has been around a long time. Could you just share a little bit about what Branch does, what makes you unique, and what it means to consumers?
Absolutely. Branch is a technological insurance company that is designed to make insurance less expensive so that more people can be included in the financial safety that insurance provides. The most obvious technological innovation we'll have to most people is that if you're used to buying insurance, you're used to answering a lot of questions and getting a quote being a number that's not truly the number you'll pay, and then answering more questions. In Branch's model, we use data and technology to make it possible for the first time to instantly underwrite and give insurance prices. And so the consumer's experience is that they give their name and address, and the next thing they see is a price. The price doesn't change. They can buy it when they see it. It's drop in your cart and check out. And in this model, it allows us to rethink how insurance is then distributed. Because for all of time, insurance has been something you've had to go find and get with your own energy, even though it's always been a byproduct of you buying a house or buying a car. And so because of that model, the product is more expensive because you as a consumer have to go find it, and insurance companies will spend marketing dollars to get you to consider them when you are shopping. We talk about this as a batteries not included problem. That if you've ever opened that Christmas present on Christmas morning and realized that the toy doesn't work because batteries are not included, insurance works much the same way. You buy a car, you're not allowed to drive it because you don't yet have insurance. But you have to first buy the car and then buy insurance, where instead you'd be much better off if insurance was embedded in that primary transaction, which would allow it to be much less expensive. And so the consumer gets ease, they get empowered with information because they now know the total cost of owning the thing they sought to buy to begin with, and it becomes meaningfully less expensive. And we think that that's a really good thing for everyone.
That's fantastic. So using technology and data to make it easy to buy at the point that you actually need it versus trying to find it, which makes it easier on both fronts, and consequently the price goes down, economics for the whole system. That's sort of the basic sort of premise.
That's exactly it.
And I got to imagine underneath this is some pretty sophisticated technology to make that happen. That's impressive. So, Steve, you just raised $50 million on top of 35 you already had. What are you going to do with that, and what does it mean for Columbus?
First thing is Branch needs to be available national as soon as possible. We're in the midst of a very rapid rollout, which is still seems like forever. But in our model, where we're distributing through companies like Quicken Loans, Rocket Mortgage, or ADT, it's important for those companies to be able to fully market Branch that we could match their footprint. And because we're independently regulated by 50 states plus DC, there are a lot of regs you have to worry about independently for each state, and then work with the local regulators in its time and expense. But then as we scale the business and we're growing very fast, we have a complex business that requires expert hands in dev, in regulatory affairs, in sales and service, in actuarial science, in finance and accounting. And so just about any type of skill set you could imagine for a large complex business, we'll likely need. Maybe not aeronautical engineers, but most other skill sets. And we're really excited to be building here in Columbus. We're a natively remote company, but we have an office space at Broad and High. and we allow our employees to choose, their best selves, whether they prefer to be in an office or in working from home, and we enable them that way. And so, the mission for Branch is to make insurance less expensive so more people can be insured. As Branch fundamentally lowers the cost of insurance, it lowers the barrier to using the product. And we have a 501c3 we manage called Safety Nest that's chartered to eliminate the uninsurance problem in the United States. Tens of millions of people driving illegally and without insurance that isn't good for them, and it isn't good for the insured population either. And so through all of this, we're looking for people that want to make a big impact in a big marketplace and do good, and thereby do well. And so if you're hearing this and that sounds like you got to check us out.
And Steve, what is the website to go to?
If you go to ourbranch.com, ourbranch.com, and then ourbranch.com/careers, the first will help you find exceptionally good and inexpensive insurance, and the second will help you potentially find a really fulfilling and fun job.
All right, that's a twofer website. That's pretty great. Well, folks, Steve, thank you for being on here. It's fabulous to hear the story, and can't wait for the next chapter. And folks, our readers, you should check out Our Branch. It's a rocket ship. So thank you, Steve.
Thanks so much, Ben, and Tech Life Columbus for being encouraging and a friend as we grow. Thank you.